video. So this is part 2 of making the soda can bag. If you haven't seen it yet, this is the soda bag, and I had it in a video called What's in My Bag, and gotten requests ever since on here and on TikTok to do a tutorial. So it's really just soda cans that have been cut and put together and taped, and then this is just a little flower. And the strap is actually made with cat food can tabs, which I don't have a tub of that like I did last time, so I'll have to think of something different for the strap, or else use the smaller tabs that actually come off the soda. So I have part 1 of me just like showing how I cut the soda cans, and I spent last night cutting all the rest of the cans because I had this bag filled all the way up full of cans. So but it doesn't look like a lot when it's all together. My husband loves vanilla Coke, so I have a lot of those, as well as Sprite, and then miscellaneous other, sorry for the loud noises, Olipop. These ones are cute because they have like cute pictures, fruits. So, for those of you on TikTok, I had made a video asking for suggestions because I was thinking somebody had suggested maybe making an entire bag out of the vanilla Coke, which I thought would be cool. But I think for now I'm just gonna kind of make like that bag just maybe slightly smaller and just do a variety of them and see what I have left over, and I might do like a small handbag of just the vanilla Coke after if I have that left over. And then I was thinking it'd be cute if I did make a handbag to do like the strap with the soda can tabs, because then it's smaller, so it'll be like more delicate, and so that would probably work better than having to have bigger tabs for a bigger bag. Somebody else had mentioned that I could just like use these to make a strap, so I'm probably gonna try that with this new bag. I have some of the tabs here I've been saving as well, so we'll see. This is gonna be trial and error. I'm not gonna make it the exact same. I'm also gonna try to do something different with the buckle situation. Somebody suggested I could do magnets instead, which would work better, which I think that's actually a really good idea. So I need to still purchase magnets for that. But yeah, the straps have held really good though. Somebody mentioned in a comment before like it's not useful to use, but I'm like, I actually did use this and the strap stayed very strong. I can explain how I did that part. The only part that became not working was like these parts came off, the buckle situation. I think the magnet solution would be better. Okay, this is just me rambling, so if you want to jump ahead to me actually doing things, hopefully this isn't a 5-hour long video. I got a glue stick, hot glue gun, and tape, and my measuring thing for how big I want to make it. But really quick, I want to ramble about something, and like I said, you can just jump forward or click the timestamp. But for those that are 21 Pilot fans that watched my drag path video, I drew this picture inspired by the drag path video, and I rambled about 21 Pilots. I just wanted to like share something I just saw today. I shared this on my TikTok, but I wanted to share on here too. So there's a YouTube channel called Full of Eyes that They have a lot of beautiful animations that are made by the creator of that channel, and they put them to music, and just it portrays the message of God's love so beautifully. And there have been videos that they did animations of songs that Tyler has sung in the past, and I think that's so cool. And they just posted let me find them. They just posted something that they're going to be sharing on March 4th that has to do with songs from 21 Pilots. Okay, let me just find the post. Okay, so this is the channel Full of Eyes, and so this is the post. It was just posted like 2 hours ago, and they said next week, Wednesday, March 4th, is the release of the new animation. It's called Hello, and it's set to Heathens and Trees, the live stream version by 21 Pilots. I can't wait to share it with you all. So they're gonna have an animation set to those 21 Pilot songs, and I think I'm just really excited to see what that is and like what message they're gonna share, because I'm sure like they've obviously had permission from 21 Pilots and talked it over with Tyler. But yeah, I was gonna share that post on my YouTube, but then I couldn't share it. I guess I could have taken a screenshot and done that, but I decided to share a post that they had. It's like a little snippet from the song Save, that Tyler Joseph sings big chunks of that, and if you want to check that out, I made a post, or I can link it below in this video as well. And yeah, it's just so fun. If you're a fellow 21 Pilot fan, you know how fun it is to like dig into all the things and connections and like follow Tyler's drag path, if you will, and just discovering like what the messages behind his music is so awesome. And like I had shared in the video where I rambled and drew this, like it's in his song Clear, where he says, you want to know what I believe? It's right here. Dig a little deeper. It's crystal clear. And that part of Clear is actually at the end of the song Save that I'll share below. Okay. Enough of that. And now let's go back to the bag. So I'm thinking I want to make it maybe not quite as big, but I'm just going to measure and see. I'm not sure like if I used a different bag as a reference or if I just decided what I wanted it to be. I might have measured notebooks at the time because I wanted to use it for school, and I made sure, I know that I had folders and notebooks that could fit in here, so maybe I used them as a reference to make sure it would fit. Sorry, I need to move this stuff. So the first step was literally just making a giant long piece, a giant long rectangle with all these pieces connected. It's like 30.5 inches ish, 30 inches. And then the width, so if you're wanting to make a carbon copy of this whole part, the length is 30 inches and the width is just under 13. But I think I'm gonna do something smaller than that. Let's try to first rearrange how I want So let's say a few of these. Let's do 4. And then, here, let me lower you so you can see more what I'm doing now. Okay. So, 1. And people keep asking over and over, like, how are you not, like, cutting off, like, all your fingers? And I'm like, it's not, like, if you're, as long as you're careful and you're not, like, super aggressive with it, it's not, gonna cut you. Plus, the bag I have now is covered in tape, so once you have it covered in tape, you're fine. But, also, if you didn't hear me explain this in the earlier video, I had, this was actually a bag I had made in high school sometime around 2013, 2014, as an art assignment. So, like, all of the students were required to do this, so it wasn't like we were all just, like, bleeding as we were making, like, it's fairly easy to not cut yourself if you're just careful. And I just used a regular pair of scissors. This one's so cute. I definitely want to have these. They are a little crinkled because they did get crushed before I took them out of a recycling thing. I had forgot to mention to my sister-in-law to save them. And so some of these are crinkled, but they're so cute. I think I want to have them like on the forefront. This is just a regular Coke. So I think the hard part is figuring out how you want to arrange it. So yeah. So let's say I want to make it 12 or maybe 11 even. 11 and a half. Let's so I'm trying to think if this is going to be the part that's going to be like under the flap, so I'm not really going to see it that much. Sometimes you have to like bend them certain ways over and over to make sure they're fairly flat. I definitely want this like on the front flap probably. I'm almost thinking, since this bag's gonna be smaller, should I cut them up into smaller pieces so I can disperse them better? I don't know. Maybe we'll do 20. Okay, let's lay it out. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna cut this or if I'm just gonna leave it uncut. So this is raw footage. I'm gonna have to do it long ways to have enough room. If I want it to, I think I'm gonna have it be like 25 inches long. Or maybe 26. What I'm gonna do is draw on the newspaper where I want the bag. How did I make the dimensions so perfect is the question. Like the edges are straight and it all matches up. It wasn't like wonky. Sometimes I would get lucky and just eyeball things and it just worked out. I'm gonna use this as a straight edge and kind of draw a, just kind of a line for where the bag's gonna start. This is where I need a drafting table. And then probably right here. I'm gonna tape the newspaper together. Because it's been so many years, I obviously don't remember every detail of how I did the bag, so I'm winging it and I'm kind of intimidated, but with like filming this, but I think I just have to go for it. Okay. At the time, I was using like a card table, like a big fold-out card table in the living room of my parents' house. I'm gonna need to use some marker for that so I can see it better. And then if I want to do like 11-ish inches, that feels so tiny for that length, but it does have to be really long so that the flap comes over enough. I'll do like hopefully this is straight. This is just a guideline pretty much ish. For the boundaries of where we want. And then obviously I do remember that like I went after I had glued them all together, I cut the edges. So you can go outside of the measurements of what you want because you can always cut it down. I feel like standing would help me. So you have to, one end is going to be the flap that's going to show, and the other end is going to be the end that's going to be covered by the flap. So you just have to think like aesthetically, what cans do you want showing more and what cans do you not care. And then like you could even measure it to see where the bottom is going to be. I'm going to wait to do that till after. It's just gonna be wherever it ends up folding is gonna be the bottom, which I'm not gonna care too much about measuring at the moment. But if you wanted to make sure you to do specific ones at the bottom, you can measure how big you want the length of each side after you fold it, and how wide you want the bag to be. So yeah. Yeah. So this is gonna be the main part of the bag, and then the sides we're gonna put on it after. Sorry, I'm not the best at tutorials, so it's like a lot of rambling and then just me silently doing what I'm doing. And you want it to face, so like if this is on the front flap and you want it to face down like this, then you're gonna lay it like that, if that makes sense, so that when it folds, it'll be facing the correct direction if you want it to face a certain direction. Sorry, you can't really see all of what I'm doing. And I like to have some facing different directions just to give it variety. I wish I had some like Pepsi so I could break up all the red and green with some blue. That's okay. The original will remain the legend, the OG. Okay, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing over here, but I don't love, this is gonna be the front flap. I don't know how I feel. Or at some point, as I collect more cans, I can add, like how I did the flower, I can add something to bring in more color. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll probably add some sort of flower or some, maybe like a soda can bow, just to change it up. This is a lot of red and green. I want the loop here, front and center. I think it might end up a little smaller than I'm intending, but that's okay. Okay, now we're gonna try to just hot glue it. I got this off Amazon. At the time I had used my mom had this like big, nice, big hot glue gun with these big glue sticks, but I just went for the cheaper one. Because I was using my mom's last time. I don't know if I had made... I don't know if that sentence was said correctly. Okay. Let me just... I'm gonna need an extension. Wait. On. So that might take a second to warm up. Okay. I think it looks like it would be a good amount. Over here. So we're just gonna start with section at a time. I forget how long it takes to heat up. The thing that I don't think I ever cut myself in the cans, but the thing that I hurt myself with was the hot glue. That stuff hurts when you get it on your fingers. It's very, and then it gets all stringy, and that part's the fun part. Okay. That's the guideline. So my husband actually used the hot glue gun for something, but I haven't used it yet, so there's one already in there, but it needs another one. Ah, there we go. Okay. So I wonder, oh, the smell is so nostalgic. Ow. Okay, that's what's difficult is with the metal and hot and heat. It can be hard to press it together. You just kind of gotta quick. That's the difficult part because the way they're bending, sometimes you have to make sure they stick together. but the heat is hot at first. It smells like paper kites. Does anybody know the band Paper Kites? I listened to them nonstop while I made this bag. It was very relaxing. I think I'm gonna go like that. I messed up. I didn't do it close enough together and there's a gap. Okay, that shows you it's really hard to undo once you do it. Okay, so learn from my mistake and don't worry about overlapping them too much. If anything, it's better to overlap than to underlap because you don't want there to be gaps. So I just spent a couple minutes trying to take the glue off and I can't get that one off, so we're just gonna go like that. I think the benefit too of doing the bag for my first time was I wasn't as I was, I guess, more carefree about it. Like and I probably had a lot more cans too, so I just like glued everything together in like one big thing and then cut it down to what I needed rather than trying to make it the right size to begin with, if that makes sense. This one just looks like it's gonna need I think I'm actually gonna put this right here to make up for if you have nails, you can use your nails to press it down so you're not burning your fingertips. My brain just broke for a second, I guess, there. Sometimes it's better to flip it around. Before it dries, I need to put another stick in the glue stick gun. Oh, I love the smell of it. It's so nice. Ah, ow. That was hot. I'm also not as tolerant of heat as I used to be. You can build your tolerance to things, but right now I'm like so sensitive. When I worked in restaurants, my hands could withstand the heat, but flip it over. let's see how far we have, like all the way over here. I might need more cans. That's fine. I still have the Sprite and vanilla Coke. Lots of Sprite and vanilla Coke. I'm gonna do another vanilla Coke right here. I have like a smaller Sprite one, I thought. Just do like a little one right here. I want the root beer to show, and so I think that should be good. Another hopefully I can peel that off. I don't need all that glue. Whoops. I just need to finish this corner. So I only have two options, so Coke or spray. I'm gonna do that and then maybe this one would be better. Finish it off. Or should I do it under? Maybe I'll do it under. The glue gun doesn't want to stay straight. Okay. Sorry, it's not. sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I was gonna change the position midway as I worked my way down the back. And then you can just fix any areas you feel like need more glue. So I'm trying to decide, I think I might end the video here and figure out how I want to film the rest. But yeah, I would just cover this all with clear tape and then fold it up and then make the sides. But I might just make the sides off the screen. It's literally the same thing, it's just smaller rectangles for the sides. And then probably in the next video just film like taping it, folding it, and then putting it together maybe. So yeah, it's a lot more simple than you might think. Also, probably gonna take some time to clean up like the spots of like glue that you can see. But anyways, yeah, it's literally just making a giant collage of soda cans, gluing them together, and then folding it into a bag. But I will end the video for now, and hopefully that was pretty self-explanatory. Let me know any other thoughts in the comments, ideas, because I'll still be collecting soda cans, and I still have, well, I'm gonna use some for the sides, but I might go ahead and make like a little handbag or something as well. But one step at a time, we're gonna work on this first. And I'm gonna try to find somebody that has a can that is blue or some other color other than green and red to like put some, like a cute bow or something on the front flap. That might be cute, like change it up from the flower, do something different. Yeah. So now we have the main part of the base for the purse, and I will keep recording the process and keep you updated. And yeah, check out, I'll have like all of soda can related videos in one playlist, so if you want to check out any other, the part 1 of this or any of the other videos I've had the bag in, and check those out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.